Hi, I'm Tikino now. Beyonce Knowles, or simply Beyonce, is a 31-year-old multi-talented singer, dancer, actress, and record producer. Born in Houston, Texas, Beyonce was naturally gifted as a singer and a dancer from an early age. These qualities enabled her to gain local and regional media attention by the time she was 7 years old. At 8 years old, along with childhood friend Kelly Rowland, she became a member of a group called Group19, consisting of 4 other members. Throughout her late childhood, she was enrolled in numerous performing arts schools and competed in various talent competitions with her group. Although she was outstanding among her peers, the group was unable to attract much attention and they failed to get a record deal. However, having a father who had a music background and a mother who was a fashion designer would play an integral role in her career, as both parents helped the group and supported them throughout their daily activities. Her father, Matthew, managed the group and diligently worked to get them a record deal with a big record label. In 1993, the group changed their name to Destiny's Child and performed on the local scene for several years. In 1997, the group succeeded in getting a deal and signed with Columbia Records. Within 2 years, their self-titled debut album was released and it became certified multi-platinum. In the following years, along with the group, Beyonce's fame expanded as she was the forefront member of the group. To capitalize on her success, she ventured into a solo career and upon doing so, exceeded many expectations by becoming one of the most famous female artists of all time. To date, Beyonce has sold over millions of records, has released multiple chart-topping hits, become a music icon, and has established herself as an entrepreneur.
My name is Stephen Perry. Arguably considered one of the most passionate artists of all time, Beyonce's music has touched people from all across the world. Beyonce started out in St. John's Methodist Church Choir, which took part in leading her to her passion of R&B, soul, and pop. Beyonce began to discover who she was in the music industry during her stint with Destiny's Child, where she was perhaps the most well-known vocalist and centerpiece out of the 6 girls. However, she struggled from depression for a short period of time due to the breaking up of her group and other personal issues. Her mother was able to talk her out of her depression and realize who she truly was. Knowles' music is generally contemporary R&B, but she also incorporates pop, funk, hip-hop, and soul into her songs. Since Destiny's Child, Knowles has been artistically involved in her career. She earned co-writing credits for most of the songs recorded by her group, which shows her well-roundedness. Knowles has also received co-producing and co-writing credits other than Destiny's Child for most of the records in which she has been involved, especially during her solo efforts. Knowles received songwriting credits in a single year for co-writing Irreplaceable, Grills, and Check On It, which all managed to reach #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. She is one of only 3 women in history, along with Carole King and Mariah Carey, to have written 3 songs which went #1 in the same year. She is tied with Diane Warren at 3rd with 9 #1 singles credits. Beyonce is known for writing from personal experiences and female empowerment themed songs, but has also written songs about the connection between men and women. She credits her relationship with Jay-Z for making her change her opinion of men, and has led her to sing about more tender and less female aggressiveness songs. Some of her songs are autobiographical, which she has admitted are taken from personal experiences, as well as friends. Knowles sings with a mezzo-soprano vocal range that spans for more than 3 octaves. Few can match Beyonce's ability to drag her vocal lines against a hip-hop beat. Beyonce's emotion and passion for her music does not come into question. Her voice is known to define the group Destiny's Child, and she is praised for having such range and power in her voice.
Hi, I'm Rob Peachy, and I'm going to be telling you why Beyonce's music will be listened to for a long time from now. Beyonce has sold over 70 million records worldwide as of January 2012, making her one of the best-selling musical artists of all time. Beyonce has won many awards too. She has won 173 awards and has been nominated for 513. Of those awards, she has won 16 Grammys, 12 MTV Music Awards, 9 BET Awards, and 7 Billboard Music Awards. Beyonce has also had a lot of platinum records from her albums. Some of them include I'm Sasha Fierce, Dangerously in Love, B-Day, and the album 4. Beyonce has so much talent, and it is easy to see with all her skills that her popularity will always be high. Because of this, people will be listening to Beyonce's music for years to come.
Hi, I'm Sarah Pettit, and yet another reason that Beyonce will remain successful for years to come is because of her business strategy. Many of Beyonce's plans are directional, which means that the details of them are not specified, only the domain and the direction. Her most recent plan is to be directing short films and producing music by the time she is 40. She will easily achieve these goals because she has sub-goals and action steps. Her sub-goal is to have her own music label, and she has taken the action step of starting her own, Parkwood Entertainment Group. This will keep Beyonce on the path of continuously achieving her goals and always becoming more successful than she currently is.
Christina Orsi here to talk to you guys about Beyonce's morals and motivations. Beyonce Knowles, Sasha Fierce, Mrs. Carter, is one of the world's most famous artists from the late 90s to the 21st century. Beyonce is not only a singer, but a designer, an actress, a mother, and a trademark. So what exactly drives Miss Knowles to take such large steps and set such high goals, pushing herself to be on top? Her morals and motivations. The base of this is from her mother. From designing to recording, Beyonce looks to her mother. She taught her everything she knows. To this day, Beyonce will look to her for inspirations on fashion trends and the moves that will be wise to take next. The next step in the process would be her theories. Knowles believes that every person needs to contain some type of self-motivation in order to fully accomplish the goal and have the thrust to push to get to the top. She contained part of her influences and self-motivations from one of her greatest idols, Michael Jackson. Last but not least is Beyonce's self-efficacy. This is her behavior and attitude to accomplish her main goal, and fighting to achieve it. This is one of her loudest strengths, which is why she is so well known within so many industries.
Hi, I'm Jin. I'd like to talk about Beyonce's value in two different points of view. First one is about impersonal. Beyonce seems rather cool and self-contained. She's very helpful by nature and enjoys serving others. She is content to play a supporting role rather than lead. She is quietly devoted to the one she cares for. She is polite and gallant and makes a special effort to meet others halfway. Beyonce Knowles has the ability to give and receive love. Nurturing friendship, personal love, relationship, and social life is important to her. In second point of view is about her career as a public figure. Her career, reputation, and public image are very important to her. Beyonce has a strong desire to be influential or make her mark on the world. The merely personal spirit does not satisfy her. Her ambition, including making a major contribution and receiving broad recognition for her unique and effort and gift. Beyonce Knowles may undervalue the personal or inner side of life. Beyonce tends to impose her will upon others in a rather ruthless way, but on the other hand, she may also be imposed upon by others. Beyonce feels a constant need to fight for leadership and has a great desire to become a public figure. Thank you.
My name is Vinny Palizzi, and I'm here to talk to you about Beyonce's major musical influences, mentors, and heroes. She cites Michael Jackson as her major musical influence, and Diana Ross as well. Both these artists have had very long successful careers, like we predict that Beyonce will. Her other influences include Prince, Sade, Janet Jackson, Whitney Houston, and Cher. She cites her life influences as Oprah and Michelle Obama. Both these women have shaped her culture and attitudes over the years. She says that she wants to stand up straight and pronounce her words correctly when she is with them because she reveres them. Her organizational culture changed in 2011 when her management team changed from her father, who had managed her for 16 years, to a new management style that she has had ever since.
Hi, I'm Sarah Pettit, and when it comes to Beyonce and leadership, there is no doubt that she is in fact a leader and not just a manager. Beyonce has become not only an icon and a brand, but also a mogul. She is out front representing all of her businesses, influencing and inspiring not only her employees, but also her fans. Beyonce's success today is due highly to her abilities as a leader and her level of ethics. Few of her peers hold themselves to such a level of ethical behavior. Individual ethics refers to a personal code of conduct when dealing with others. Beyonce's individual and societal ethics revolve around persistence, humility, and respect when dealing with others. Unlike most of her peers, Beyonce chooses to keep her personal life private and always appears professionally and conducts herself in a respectful manner. Thanks to her ethics, Beyonce has earned the title of classy. Also, in part of her ethics, Beyonce has referent power. Although she is considered an expert in the R&B music industry and offers expert power, much of her power comes from admiration and respect from others. Beyonce has become so successful and such an influential leader because of the 5 competencies of leadership: motives, skills, self-concept, knowledge, and traits. Beyonce's motives in her career and life are clear. She is constantly bettering herself and always pushing herself to please her fans and put out more platinum singles. Her skills are just as obvious as her motives. Her ability to sing and perform for an audience is unmatched by any current performer. Beyonce's self-concept and traits are also very similar. She is an extremely humble person despite all of her success, and she holds herself to higher standards and morals and treats everybody that works for her with respect. Finally, the knowledge that Beyonce possesses about the music industry allow her to be a superior leader. She has been in the business for over a decade and has worked individually and with groups. This gives her versatility and allows her to easily collaborate with others while still being able to get her point across. Beyonce has also forged important relationships with others in the music industry that allow her to access information when needed. With a father that owns his own music label and a husband who is a mogul in his own respect, she has enough resources and enough experience to have a trusted judgment.
Hi, my name is Andrew, and I'll be talking about Chapter 4, Communications. Beyonce has resident relationships with both her father and mother. Back in 1995, while Beyonce's career was budding, her father Matthew quit his salesman job to manage her career. This move halved the family income, but the family was willing to bear the burden for Beyonce to grow. Her mother Tina has helped her daughter by designing outfits for her for several years. Tina has also been a huge support throughout Beyonce's several years of depression several years ago. These resident relationships have been pillars for Beyonce throughout the years. She can effectively communicate her music brilliantly to her fans. Her voice can send the message of her songs in a beautiful tone, and as a wonderful dancer, her body language also conveys her emotion and passion. Sasha Fierce was an alter ego that Beyonce used to protect herself from her career taking over her real life. Sasha was the face of her career until Beyonce was comfortable enough with her real self to no longer need her alter ego as her face. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Julia Childry, and I'm going to be talking to you about Beyonce's other business ventures. Now, when you hear the name Beyonce, there's so many things that come to mind that have helped her evolve into the artist that she is today. But one thing that, in particular, that should come to mind is the word versatility. Her versatility has definitely helped her to grow and as an artist, not only as a singer, but as a writer, as a producer, as a dancer, and as a businesswoman as a whole. Beyonce has the type of voice that has allowed her to travel across genres and to dabble into different categories and styles of music. Not only has she been able to get into different types of music, she's also been able to act. She has been in films such as Dreamgirls, Obsessed, and Cadillac Records. In addition to this, she also has a fragrance line which debuted in 2010 with Heat, its first fragrance, and has also followed up with 2 other fragrances. Beyonce is such a well-known and popular artist that she has worked with different brands like Vizio, Nintendo, Tommy Hilfiger, and L'Oreal. She has also done a lot of fashion work. Her mom owns House of Darion, which is sort of like the family business, and just her, like all her style just derives from her mom, like from her big hoop earrings to the high heels. It's all based on mom's work. She's also had the privilege of starring in her own video games like Style Savvy, and they're just high fashion themed games. She also was the face of Imperial Diamonds.
Hi, I'm Sarah Pettit, and if you're wondering how all of Beyonce's different business ventures will keep her relevant in the future, I'm going to let you know how. Beyonce and her mother are co-founders of Beyond Productions LLC, which is a clothing franchising company. Now, this business, Beyond Productions LLC, is a subsidiary of LF USA. This LF USA is also a subsidy of an even more global conglomerate, Lee & Fung. Now, in 2010, Beyond Productions was acquired by Li and Fung, and this means that their stock is wholly owned by them. In the future, because it's such a global company, their stock will prosper and they'll become more relevant to people all over the world. Beyonce also has a franchising agreement with Macy's, Dillard's, and Against All Odds. This means that her lines such as House of Darion and her perfume line are able to be sold in these stores, and both will profit from it.